Sir Daniel 1975 here. This is a little video I'm doing on, well, set of videos I'm going to do on my Risian Corvette that I acquired over the summer events on Star Trek Online. And here I am. I'm going to get ready to show you um, how I pieced together the um, the color pattern that I did on the ship. I actually didn't really like the way the ship looks. But once I figured out a decent color pattern, I started to really like the way the ship looks. Now, part of the reason why I went after this, I am a free-to-play player, and I'm trying to do this game without spending a dime. And I managed to come up with a way to get a ship with 10 consoles, and for not having to spend a dime. Anyway, there's the color pattern, and I figured out how to get the Risian detail look on top of the nacelles there. The warp nacelles are actually most of the ship. This is a really fast ship, great maneuverability. It's great in battle. Alright, I'm going to beam up here and show you what is going on with the how I built the ship. Actually, the ship build is pretty much the same as my Mirror Universe Advanced Escort. I just basically moved everything over to this ship. I'm going to experiment pretty soon with some different weapon setups and ship setups. But anyway, I'm showing off the ship, the look of it a little bit. I really like that gray look with the green detail. I just think it looks pretty sharp, especially with some of the Borg devices. Well, anyway, but like I said, basically the same setup as before. Polaron weaponry, all Mark 12 on the Polaron weaponry. I have the Jem'Hadar space set on here. I have the Mark 11, not the Mark 12, but it does really well. Of course, that comes with the ability of the anti-proton sweep. It gives an extra bonus to the Polaron weaponry and a bonus to weapons in general. And I got a hyper injection impulse engine. I'm sorry, warp drive. And I picked one that gives auxiliary power to the weapons. And SSR is nice too with the trans warp drive. Of course, I got subspace field modulator. Mark 12 rare, not very rare, but rare Polaron tactical consoles. Got the simulated module, obviously, with the kinetic cutting beam, the 0-point conduit, with the Romulan hyperplasma torpedoes. I like them. The next setup I'm going to be using my the Omega stuff. Let's see. That's my that was my Mark 10 science console with the plasma dot, and then I got two Mark 10 neutroniums with +2 structural integrity. And I'll upgrade the Mark 12 once my fleet unlocks all that stuff. And I'm with the Grim Reapers Division 1, by the way. And then, of course, the console that really comes with it. Subspace wake generator. And it is actually pretty cool. I didn't think it was going to be anything special until I started to use it. And it works really well in combat with the Borg. With the updates they've done with the Romulan Legacy. The Borg spheres, they're much more aggressive in the STFs, and that's a great way to slow them down, because that's what they do, is they move around a lot. Well, anyway, I'm seeing some of my stats here with the way my hull is. I'm an engineer running a tactical boat, basically. So I got good hull stats. And this ship, I believe, is only something like 28,000 hull base, but you know, with my engineering stats, it boosts it up. And see some of what I skilled up. And this was my first character, and I am well, you know, this year in February, new to the game, I still have 1,000 points unallotted, and I can't put them anywhere. So uh, the day that I get a respect token, I'll fix that. But anyway, um, I'm sort of like a 70% engineer, 30% tack. The way I rolled with my abilities on the guy. All right, I'm showing you. I get about 1,000 extra strength to the hull with those two consoles. Those are only Mark 10s. I know they're ultra rare. Alright. Yeah, I get, I think about 1,000 or so with that too, so that's why I popped that in there. I don't really need it. I could put another console in there. It's okay. Some people really swear by them that they're the best, but I do really well with just the one, and I've done well with some of my other characters with none. So, and I'm just checking to see here what's extra stats I'm getting with stuff, but I don't really get anything extra. That just helps my shield healing ability, and it plus a adds a plasma dot to my weapons. It's like a 2.5% chance. And just showing some of my other stats. Some of my stuff's way over 100. One of the other things I forgot to mention is you see it back in the other screen when I'm showing some of the stats on the ship, but the power transfer rate is 224 something percent. That's pretty good. All right, here I'm showing my passives, and these are from all the accolades. I'm going to show you what I get from all the accolades, and then here's my traits. Now, accolades are really great. The more of them you get, you get a +2 to this or that. Usually it's to damage, or it's resistance or damage resistance. Sometimes it's to the particular weaponry you're using, a plus damage bonus to that. So the more of them you get, the more pluses you get, and it really does help. Yeah, I got Techie, Warp Theorist. All these are Grace Under Fire, really helps out the Miracle Worker ability. Anyway, yeah, running a tactical boat as an engineer actually works really well. Most people say, "Oh, you should be a tactical officer." Yeah, I've got some of those, but I really like my engineers running tactical boats. Yeah, those are the accolades. Yeah, just +2 damage, +2 this, plus just they really help out a lot. Alright, what I'm going to do here is show you what the power rating are for the weapons. There, it's like, was it 400 something? Right. And it's like 1,700 something. And then when I hit my abilities for those weapons, it goes up like another $1,000. Anyway, also, I record the narrations in post production, so or the commentary, I should say. So it's hard to read what all the little numbers say on a small screen. So if I make an error, I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, that's going to wrap up this video, and catch me on the next time for showcase of it in a couple of the SDFs. Thanks for watching.